Hi, everybody. This is Steve Olson, WSO. It is August 16th, and I'm here with my good friend, Alex Lujan. Hey, Alex, how are you today, my brother?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself, Steve?
Good. How's the weather out in California today?
You know what? It's pretty hot in the morning, but it's starting to get that cold, chilly feeling at night.
Well, you really rocked my world yesterday when you sent me this photograph. This apparently, and tell me if I got any of this wrong, this was a leak from NASA,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, it is.
Yep, and our sources are obviously protected, but this was from March 27th, 1996, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
So tell me what you know about this photograph, Alex, and then let's discuss it, because I think I want to tie a couple of things together with this for our audience today.
What I know about this photograph, that was given to me stating that it's the Nibiru Nemesis object that everyone's in question right now. It was given to me through via email. No, I can't say who, but they came across this and they came across other photographs and they asked me if this was the actual object that was the interest that we were looking for. And once I saw the photographs, I said, you know what? The only person I know who that can help me out with this is Olsen. So that's why I send them to you.
Well, what this shows to me is, it's labeled, right? This is a labeled photograph. It apparently is from some kind of NASA archive, would be my take on it. And what we're seeing is the NemesisNibiru IR image plainly labeled here, okay? And you know what this reminds me of, Alex? Let me take us back to a interview that is on the Back to Constitution, but it's other places too. I always go back here and listen to it. Look at that, 1.4 million views. And I want to refresh everybody's memory of this guy from, I think he had these interviews back at around 2000. But anyway, here we go.
Do you want to hear Insider tell his story about watching Nibiru come in with his buddies from the CIA? They watched it on the Hubble Space Telescope that you paid for with your tax dollars, yet they don't allow you to see the massive planet coming in. I'm going to give you the link while I tell you what he said, this insider. The video is called Insider Speaks Out About Nibiru, Planet X, and Elenin. Well, Elenin is history. It broke up and flew out of here. So forget about Elenin. He doesn't mention, well, he does mention Elenin. He says, extinction level event, Nibiru is near. That's how he describes Elenin. Now, he said that he saw the discovery and the news about this 50 years ago on the cover of a science magazine. And you can click on that link anytime, and it will open up a new window, and it will pause this window, and you can come back here and listen to the rest of this if you have a mind to. If you want to just go there and watch that, that's good enough. That magazine that he's referring to said that there would be a wave at least 3 miles high. It's valuable because he and the CIA, he has buddies in the CIA, they watched it together for decades. And then finally their line was cut. So when I say they don't want you to know the truth, and then I qualify that by saying they can't afford to have you know the truth, you have to consider that if the people knew, they would flee the coast on all 3 sides.
Isn't that the truth?
That's why I'm making this video. They're called Soho. IA come forward.
Where's the interview?
Upcoming catastrophe.
Here it is.
This thing has got 7 planets and its own sun. But I believe that instead of having dirt on it like our planet does and water, I think this thing is just a big, bright reddish-orange iron ball because it's giving off all this red iron oxide dust out into the atmosphere. When we saw it at first, it was just a teeny little red speck of fuzzy red dust in the distance. But over the years, as it went by and we watched it, it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
See, so do you guys all remember that testimony? Alex, I don't know if you remember it. Do you remember it?
Yes, I do. I remember that one.
Okay. So to me, that's one of the top 5 testimonies of the credibility of what we're looking at. And then here we go. These are the pictures that this guy would have been seeing.
Yes, it was. I agree with you on that.
So when he talks about in the early, like in 94, 95, 96, having this feed from the Hubble, this is what he was seeing.
Yes, it was. And if you can see in the top right, the top right corner, you can actually see the debris tail on top right there. And there's another object right there with it too.
Yeah, right here, this object.
Yes.
Yep. Let's take another look at another photograph. Oh my God, this is crazy. This just makes my hair stand up. Really.
Yes.
It really does, man.
And what the viewers need to know and understand is that this object is not running on, it's not doing a normal orbit just like our orbit. This is doing a corkscrew orbit around its plane.
So it's corkscrewing is what you're
corkscrewing, yes.
You know, that's interesting because one of Dave's videos he shows, I think it was from a couple years ago when a guy had gotten a photograph of it straight on. It was corkscrewing, just like what you're saying here, Alex.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. It's corkscrewing. Remember, this is a comet planet. It's acting like a comet, which it orbits as a comet, but it's the size of a planet.
Right, and if I was thinking of Dave Dobbs' theory, I would look at this October 23rd, 1995 image, and I would see this outer object. He would say that that's that comet that we see all the time.
Yes.
And let me show you guys a picture of what we're talking about there. So yeah, we get a lot of feedback on the comet theory. But guys, these are the types of images we've been seeing of the outermost object of the Nibiru system. And again, we've documented this over, well, not we, but David Dobbs has documented this over the last 5 to 6 years. And by the way, we've had 6 sighting predictions come true now based on his math. So we pretty much know when we're going to see this bad boy. And here's another picture of it.
What?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Another one too behind it.
And then here's another picture. This is the picture from Paula Gilly's house with Becky Lewis. This was where she was seeing it straight on not more than a couple of weeks ago. And so that kind of shows you some of the things that we're talking about. So when we think about these outer objects going around, I think that's what Dave's talking about, Alex.
Yeah.
So, wow, just trippy, man. And look, it's labeled JBL, NASA, dates. It corkscrews just like what we had thought. And this matches up perfectly with the testimony from that guy in 1995, man.
Yes, it does. And as you can see too, as he said that you could see the debris tail throwing off the red oxide, you can see it all right there.
Yeah, you can see it corkscrewing off the back of it, right?
Yep.
And this reminds me, we weren't able to find the video. I think Matt took it down, but Matt Rogers had a video where he saw this on the horizon. And so the main object drops below the horizon, and then you could see all the debris, like it went below the horizon. You couldn't see this anymore, and all you could see was the debris trail. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that video.
We tried to find it, guys. We just couldn't find it. And here's another picture.
Wow.
You know, as many times as we've already looked at these, they just blow my freaking mind every time I look at them.
And then when I take a look at this picture right here, this photograph, and more, when I take a look at it, if you were to blow it up just a little bit more and you take a look at the center of that object, doesn't that kind of remind you of that object with the big hole in the middle?
It does. It does. Like, here's the hole right here.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, me too. So the orb with the hole in it might be the main object is what we're saying here.
Yep.
Here's another one. This is a little bit more close in to the object itself and the debris. Wow, Alex, this is quite a find, man. You're such a blessing to this community, man, in showing us these pictures.
It's not me. It's the Almighty. That's all I have to say. It's not me.
Yeah, me too. I say the same thing. But I mean, it seems like people are trusting us more and more. And again, this is a NASA insider. This is a leak to Alex, in trust to him. And this is what he collected, guys. I don't know what else you can say.
Is that this is real, it's coming, and all we have to do is be ready and be prepared.
Well, I think that maybe this just gears to a second. It's like, well, you guys are saying that this thing is coming in, et cetera, right? Has been for a long time, 96, right? They've been watching it for a long time. I could go back to the Shiloh photographs that Bob Evans provided to us, which were also leaked by NASA. and we actually saw the planet itself. This is the star, or the, I don't know, brown dwarf comet planet, weird thing. Nobody really knows in our community what exactly it is, but it also, we think it comes with a couple other planets too. So, but anyway, what they've been doing in order to, in order to stop anybody from really seeing it in the sky, we think that they've been doing an artificial lighting system. Okay, and a lot of people, that's where they throw the tin hat at us and walk away. Okay, and I get it, but you can't hide something like this unless you use sophisticated technology, in our opinion. And we've documented, I don't know, more than any other channel, the artificial lighting system. But here's a new revelation, Alex, that you're bringing to us again that matches with somebody from South Africa. So tell us a little bit about this picture that you acquired.
Okay, well, this one actually I didn't acquire. I took this one myself. Okay, what I was doing, I was taking a look. Like I said, I go every now and then, go outside. About 12 o'clock, I was looking up at the sun, and I kind of noticed the sun looking weird. Kind of, like it does that flickering every now and then, once in a while. If it looks like it flickers.
Yeah.
So I just went up there. I got a shade, how you say, a filter. I put the filter over so I could see if I catch anything. And I just took a picture. And when I took a picture, I started noticing. I was like, what the heck is this? I started realizing that I actually caught the sun simulator. As you can tell, look, there's light bulbs right there. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked at that right there, because I actually knew we had a fake sun, but I didn't think I was actually gonna catch it the way I did.
Well, I would have probably blown this photograph off, Alex. Okay, nothing personal. It's just I see a lot of stuff like this, right? Yeah. Had it not been for only 2 minutes later from South Africa, we got this. What is
wow.
That's the same configuration, and what this person claims is that they used heavy filtering, and they were able to actually identify not one light for the sun simulator, but 3 or 4. Exactly what you identified here.
Matches.
It matches. So again, guys, we don't just throw stuff out there. I mean, we try to corroborate these different testimonies and these different things. And when Alex takes a picture and then I get a South African showing me this picture, it just adds another piece of data to the puzzle, I guess. Right, Alex?
Yes, it does.
So anyway, big story, leak of the Hubble Space Telescope Wide Field Planetary Camera number 2 in 1996. Clearly shows Nemesis/Nibiru in an IR image, leaked by NASA, JPL. This also showing the corkscrew movement that we've been tracking, and you can see it kind of corkscrewing here too. Wow, Alex, another piece of proof.
Yeah, but we want to know something. If you were to take a look at this object right here, right now, doesn't this object kind of resemble Becky Lewis's object? I'm going to take a look at it.
Yeah, let's compare it to the Becky Lewis real quick while we got you. So that would be this. Not that one. Not that one. This one.
Because if you're to take a look, if
I
that's...
can't believe that this has only gotten 33,000 views, first of all. This is probably one of the best pieces of evidence that we've seen, is the Becky evidence. And people aren't looking at it.
I was still shocked when I seen this one.
God, yeah, it's a shocker all the way around. But
I still have to go back every now and then and see that one and pinch myself to see if that's really true or not.
Yeah, there's some similarities. Well, again, Alex, thank you for bringing this stuff to our attention. Alex is going to be also remotely participating in the WSO Live Conference. In case you guys haven't signed up for it, please do. It's August 25th, 26th. You don't want to miss it. And other than that, Alex, I hope you have a great day. We'll catch up to you here in the next couple.
You too. Have a great day. Thank you, Steve.
Take care, brother.
You too. Bye.